I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Our good sis Fantasia, she's a little too grown and a lot too married for her daddy to be online talking smack about her husband, even if it is true.
Child, it really do be your own family sometimes, because Fantasia just went off on her father for scamming her and trying to destroy her marriage. And y'all, it is not a pretty sight at all. The minute Fantasia's husband Kendall put a new engagement ring on her finger, her father was outside calling her a prey and telling folks that her husband was running game on her. But Fantasia was not here for her daddy trying to pull the father card now, because if there's anyone that pulled a fast one on her, it's her father, Joseph Barrino. So what's really going on here? And is there any truth to what her dad is saying?
So after Fantasia's husband done went and proposed for the second time, the right way, the daddy done come out and dropped the bomb on us, y'all. Y'all, that man came out and said Fantasia's husband out there stealing money from the king. But see, I don't understand how you can steal money when what's his is hers and what's hers is his, right?
Okay, so Fantasia has been on tour for a minute now, and during her packed show in Houston, Texas, things got a little extra special. As her show was going on, her husband, Kendall Taylor, politely interrupted her performance and surprised Fantasia with a proposal.
For 11 years, you woke up every morning and you chose me. For 11 years, you went to curtain room up into hot children. For 11 years, we fasted and prayed. So I'll give you a carrot for every year. You still by my side.
And for those of you who don't know, Fantasia and Kendall have been married for 11 years. They got married after only knowing each other for 3 weeks, and Kendall never officially proposed. So 11 years later, he wanted to do it right. And girl, there were feelings in the air that night. Fantasia dropped to the ground in shock and joy while holding the bouquet of flowers her husband brought for her. Fans were just cheering them on and clapping for the couple, and it was most definitely a night that she is going to be telling her grandkids about for sure. But it wasn't even a good 24 hours before Fantasia's dad, Joseph Barrino, entered the chat and sucked all the feelings out of the room.
That walking out, that's a publicity stunt. First of all, you walk across the I want y'all to love her and pray for her. The work that I put in with my kids at a young age, I dare not let somebody that I know manipulate. I got proof. You can't come on stage and put together a cry and this, that, and the other when I was just told a week or so ago by a financial person that was fired from her camp that they were running up on him because there was money missing and there was no paper trail on his part. The other folk got fired, but he got her fired. I had one, not only just one, to call me and said, how you gonna do your daughter like I ain't done nothing to my daughter, and I'm blessing my daughter.
He called BS on the whole proposal and said that all of the emotions and words were a story Kendall was trying to sell. And it gets worse, y'all. And as if it wasn't enough, he went on to add that even though he and his daughter don't talk, he's still trying to look out for her. So he has to tell her that her husband is stealing from her big time. Kendall Taylor reportedly got people fired from Fantasia's team just to hide the fact that he was pocketing her hard-earned money. Now, Fantasia and her husband have been very low-key, very drama-free since they got together. And after their happy moment, people expected her to let it slide and for it to all be forgotten about. But girl, Fantasia must be sick and tired of her daddy, because she came out swinging, okay? Duck, okay? No holds barred. She posted her dad's mugshot along with details about his most recent arrest. She also added, I wasn't going to do this, but it has gotten out of hand. Joseph Barrino, I cannot even call you dad or father. You are a donor. We have covered you for long enough. My mom and me have made you look like you were an okay man, but now you have come for my king. Tonight I will go live and behind me will stand all who know you. How can someone steal if I, Fantasia Taylor, am the CEO and my king, Kendall Taylor, is the president of all our companies? Tonight, I shall help you finish the way you started. Fantasia was fighting fire with fire, honey, and the fact that she wasn't going to give him any grace shows exactly where their relationship is at. We've heard Fantasia talk about her struggles in the industry, her finances, her literacy, and also having to build back everything twice. In all of that, we've never heard her dad helping out or supporting her in any way possible. And it is quite possible that he wasn't really very present in her life. In fact, back in 2006, he sued her publisher for $10 million for how he was portrayed in her book, Fantasia, Life is Not a Fairy Tale. Even though he didn't sue her directly, it was just an icky situation to get into. If he was so worried about her, he could have addressed this in private. Why go public and embarrass your daughter? Unless, of course, that's what you wanted to do in the first place, because you can't stand the idea that she's out here living her best life with money that she earned, and all of your attempts to pocket her money have failed miserably. But y'all know what they say about a broken clock, right? It'll always be right twice a day. Fantasia's husband, Kendall Taylor, gave her a spectacular 11-carat diamond ring, but something that good doesn't come without a hefty price tag attached to it. A 11-carat ring costs anywhere between $200,000 to $1 million, depending on the cut, color, and clarity. Now, we don't know exactly which ring Kendall got for his wife, but what we really want to know is, where did he get that coin from? Now let's keep it real. Kendall has 3 felony charges, and after his last criminal charge in 2007, he got a job at a warehouse of a logistics company. A few years working there, he started his own company called Courier Logics LLC. That company later merged with Metro Transportation Services, and Kendall acquired a 49% stake in the company and acted as the COO. The reason the merger went down that way was because Kendall's company was reportedly having financial difficulties, code name for about to go bankrupt. And it's hard to tell if he's currently at the company or if it even still exists, but ever since Kendall and Fantasia got together, they have created joint projects like Rock Soul Entertainment. Kendall also went live and talked about how he had established himself before he married Fantasia. I mean, he even asked to sign a prenup when she didn't want any because he cared that much for her, and family talking about him wanting money.
I asked for the prenup. A prenup wasn't put on me. I asked for it because I had business partners that I needed to protect, and I needed to make sure her family knew that I had no intentions on coming after anything that she had established before she met me. I wanted to create a runway where we could just experience love with each other and figure out what this natural feeling was that we were exploring, that was just exploding in both of us, that provoked us to get married after.
But then he said something that definitely got people suspicious. He mentioned that he doesn't have to steal, he helped build. So does that mean that Kendall feels he can just take whatever he wants from her since he's been there for 11 years? I don't know, but being heavily involved in her business does give him access to her money. And if they did end up getting a divorce, he could fight for half of everything regardless of the prenup on the grounds that he helped her build it all. Girl, at the end of the day, game recognizes game. Fantasia's father may not be all that, but he might not also be all wrong about Kendall, or at least just watching out for him. And with the situation that Candy found herself in with Todd's scheme, you never really know what these men are up to. And the people definitely feel the same way. Fantasia dad wasn't right for coming to the internet, but I don't think he's wrong either. Just because daddy's wrong doesn't mean he's wrong. The president of her company, somebody called Mary J. Blige and Wendy Williams. Hell, call Candy too. Did he say her and my platform? Call Sherry Shepherd too. Fantasia doesn't have the best track record with men. If her father is a criminal, then he is the best judge of a fellow one. Fantasia prayed and fasted for this unemployed male, aka chased and begged him to come back to her. They will be another Todd and Candy. But do y'all think that Fantasia should take heed to what her father is saying? Sound off in the comments and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.